Let's see. I'm in the wrong. I need the right output. That shouldn't affect Twitch. I guess the dashboard is a better place to preview because I don't actually want to see any ads. Just want to see if it's live. And make sure chat's working. Okay, cool. I don't care about any of this Prime shit. It's making me reconsider Twitch with all this nonsense. Okay. So I've gotten to the point where I have the boss scene set up and general idea of what the boss is gonna do, and kind of the beginning of a little boss routine behavior script. Oh, and it's really creepy. And right now this is him charging you 3 times. If he touches me, then I die in the usual way, which isn't a great way. He disappears. And then a couple seconds later, he reappears, and it's just a loop. So some of the things I was going to do is when he reappears in a different position. And then also add a point where he spawns some little skulls that I can shoot, 3 of them. And then I need to make sure that I can hit him with the big bomb shot, and then I would win. And then that would be a good enough placeholder for now. Then I can get back to the Departing Realm stuff. Let's see, I died. We've got a menu, kind of all placeholdery, rough passes, just so that I can get a game that you can play end to end. Boss scene and all, menus. It's very much like there's the game, and then you put the menus before it, then you put the boss scene after it, I guess. Done menus before, not with the typical Unity way to do things, because in Visitor Center you had this hand that you had to move around. I had to do things totally different, but it's nice to learn the real way to do menus in Unity. And it's kind of cool to do a boss thing. I've never done a boss before. So this is the boss script. So starting out, he's not visible, it waits for a second, it applies the fade material, which allows you to do a transparent fade, and able to render, do the fade from 0 to full over 3 seconds. So he fades in, and once he's totally fades in, it changes material to the non-transparent one, the opaque one, because it looks better, but can do transparent alpha stuff. So it changes and then waits for a second, and then the skull actually rotates forward. That's sort of the signal that he's going to charge. And then in a loop of 3, although we can change this to random or depending on his hit points or something, he waits for a second and then he charges. And so charging is looking at the player and then going 100 units at 50 speed, whatever that is, forward speed times delta time, and then waits a second and then looks at the player again and then loop again. So then he charges you 3 times, Then he rotates back up, waits a second, goes back to fade material, fades transparent, and then waits 4 seconds, and then it just loops that indefinitely. So I found, I learned this on Visitor Center, that complex stuff that you would normally do with lots of state and modes and, even like special input stuff and all that is really easy to do, to orchestrate in a very sort of like linear, readable way using coroutines. So I think so far that's working for the boss behavior as well, because it is just kind of like a script that it repeats and just orchestrates different things. I don't have to create charging modes and like keep track of how many times he's charged. It can just be a loop like this. So this is really cool, and I can use this as easy way to change stuff. So one of the things to do is find a new location, which we previously had find the nearest waypoint. There's waypoints that he was using in the normal game to go around the map, and here I brought them in a little bit closer, and now he can use them as spawning points. So when he disappears, he can spawn at any of them. So he's always kind of around you. So I'll change this to like random waypoint, and then use that to change his location before returning. And then also he needs to spawn 3 enemies. So that'll be interesting. I'm just doing everything kind of without embellished like animations and stuff like that, and just kind of like keyframing stuff, and without sounds. And if I have time, I can come back and polish all that up. Yeah, and then what else? What do I need to do? Oh, he needs to be able to get hit. And so that's the only thing where coroutines are weird, is interrupting them. Yeah, actually, I didn't think about that, because that's kind of a thing with the boss, is like, oh, it's going to do a certain scripted thing, but you could always interrupt it by hitting them or something like that. So at any one of these points, or at least some of these, not when he's transparent, but a lot of these points, you could hit him. And it would need to cancel whatever it's doing. I don't know enough about Unity coroutines. Can you cancel them? Actually, that's pretty cool. Start counting. Oh, you can just stop a coroutine. That's crazy. Oh, this is what he's trying to do. I guess it doesn't actually happen. What did he say? I should read it. One thing in 10 seconds, you literally see the coroutine carries on. Okay, so this doesn't actually do it. What does this person say? Yeah, he is just not working with an instance of it. Oh. I don't know anything about this. Yeah, this is like a cancel timeout. Create the object. Pass it to start coroutine. So you'd have to keep a reference to it, yeah. Oh, I see. So this, it's not actually that much more cumbersome, but just storing the coroutine instead of the enumerator because you can do either one. Okay, that makes sense. So it's not like a whole different way to do coroutines. It's just saying here's a reference to the actual coroutine itself instead of the enumerator, and you can pass that to stop coroutine. My guess is that it's not actually going to stop in the middle of something that doesn't have a yield. Although most things, like for example charge, have a yield in its primary loop, so that would stop whenever. So, well, I mean, most things would. So, Okay, so this is actually perfect. This is great. So like an on hit or something, right? You can check to see that it's the right hit. Stop the boss routine. Do something else, some transitionary hurt thing. And then it can just start the boss routine again. Just having a boss tune melody. I don't know if Stevie's is able to get a boss track in, and I'm kind of concerned because I want. I mean, as creepy as it is with no music, I think it needs something to make it more intense. So I might end up having to use some little bit of music for that. Actually, I should maybe even email Stevie letting him know. Do I want to open my email on this stream? I have no hidden space on this setup. Let's see. I guess I'll make a note to see if I can get any of the instruments or sounds that he's using so that I can potentially do a track. Boss. Boss routine. I guess there we go. What do I have physics set up? I'm gonna try and get the arrows to hit him. They should hit him. It's got a capsule collider. Actually, what the hell is this for? I guess that's for, yeah, triggering touch. I need him to also have, he's got a lot of fucking colliders. Character controller has a collider. I don't even know if that's used. I might turn that off just to see that I can. But mesh. So this is the one that would get hit. So if I were to add a mesh collider, it doesn't like doing that. Because he has bones. How do you do? Maybe I don't want a mesh collider. I want a skinned mesh collider. All right. Yeah. Okay, maybe I'll do like a sphere collider. Nope. Mostly around the top of the skull, like this part. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Is it a trigger or will it? And I wish I could do a mesh for the top part of his skull. Because the only thing that moves is his jaw. These are all bones. I was just thinking if I had it actually mesh collider where it actually fit him, I could do what I did with the trees and have the arrows stick in him, which would be really cool and scary. If I do a sphere, then they might get stuck in him in a place where it doesn't actually touch him, and so it would look really weird. Damn it. I guess I do have some mesh editing tools. And I could just remove the jaw. This is what I was thinking. Let's tune it up. Some kind of material. It's fine. this is how they came. That's what he could look like, but trying to play up the low poly and have like some kind of narrative relationship. You know, why does it change? The realms go low poly, low bit, and so the thinking was that like the Dark World is kind of he's a low poly monster, and so having a texture like this wouldn't work. But this will help me fix it. Oh, this is funny. It's like a really creepy operation I'm doing with the music. I can't. I guess there might be holes. Oh well, I'll start out here. Let's see, I do want to get rid of all of these. I don't know what the hell that was. Oh, that's back there. Maybe I shouldn't hold shift. What? Oh, I can't see it. Okay. Now what about under? Oh yeah, gotta get rid of all that. Shift. Killing me. I don't think I can get under there. Yeah. Wait, what's happened? Okay, okay. Where do I come out? There. Not very even. I don't think I want to do all this yet. Okay. Now the thing is, does this delete the vertices? I guess I can undo. I guess it did. Good. Okay. I'm going to get rid of these pieces as well. Up to here. So in theory, this the collider that's created from this might have a what do I want to now? Because I think that'll take a chunk out of the surface area of that. Come on. You can actually see where it goes through. So I can probably, it's probably not even fully attached. It's just like a separate shape. That's helpful. Oh, yeah. All right. So I don't even see a hole. There might be an unnecessary face in there if it was a separate piece. But I think that'll be okay. Yeah. Yeah, like I think that's a face there. Maybe I should try and get rid of them. Right, because is this also part of it? I can't tell. It's not selecting. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, all of that needs to go. Yes. That's on the other side, I think. Okay, so now this piece, and now I know that it's a separate bit of geometry that I can cut off separate from the head. Oops. Oh, I love this track. That looks like the whole piece. Oh shit. Well, that's a handy orange outline. I forgot the bottom, but there we go. This is interesting seeing how the quick edit thing works. It's got a renderer, I guess that's for selection. And then it like customizes the mesh. I guess now I save it. Is that how this works? Skull top, boss, skull, no jaw. I think it's going to make a prefab and a mesh. And I don't. Nope. Oh, it actually just saved the mesh. Cool. So let's go back to our boss scene. That's fine. I didn't want this. All right. Now I wonder how much it's going to know, how much it's going to be able to properly overlap this thing. So I can always recreate that. Do a mesh collider using the no jaw mesh. Ooh, yes, perfect. That's awesome. So you can collide with all of them except his jaw. Man, that worked. That worked nicely. You know, the wireframe is pretty creepy. I did have some effects. I mean, I guess I can do that in Polish, but doing an effect that would actually draw the wireframe overlay would be kind of cool. Okay, I guess I'll stop playing with it. Okay, Mesh Collider, and then I don't, what is the bullet? I guess it's still a bullet. Or collider, tag, boss skull. And oops. Boss skull. Okay, I should be able to shoot him and arrows get stuck in him. Oof. Oh, did I not save? Maybe that was the problem. I didn't save the other. Oh, maybe because it bounces. No. Let's try again. That doesn't seem to work at all. Oh, I guess because of his outer. Layer, big enemy. Oh. What did I tag? Didn't I tag something as boss skull? Okay, so I think the problem might be that this outer collider is catching it first. I mean, now that it has this big collider, an actual mesh collider here. This collider is really just for like touching the player. I could actually maybe just like make this smaller. Huh. Maybe I don't even want a capsule collider anymore. I want a sphere collider. Although this instance of Big Enemy doesn't really need to have that one. All right, let's do it this way. Yeah. He's getting arrows stuck in him. Oh, shit. Oh, that collider was, okay. They're not... Yeah, are they... Where'd the arrows go? Because I can't see them. I put 2 arrows in them. And they're still there. And he moves at me 3 times. Where'd the arrows go? I guess because he's moving around, because I didn't do this with the trees, the arrows need to become... Yeah, the arrows are just stuck in the air. The arrows need to be turned into children of him so that they move around with him. I guess I could come back to that, because that's not really, it's kind of a polished thing. But this collider is actually good for that anyway. I love this one too. Demon Door. All right, before... I'll be right back, but I need to, instead of cutting the stream, I'll just leave a little note. And I'll let this run with Rich's music. Or actually, you know what? I'll play, yeah, Rich's music is fine. I don't think it was technically dead air because I had this nice animation and music playing. Right? Oh yeah, that was the only reason why I changed scenes. All right. Let's see. So, interestingly, the special shot okay. Somehow it seemed like I was able to produce, because the old collider. And now that I don't have that collider, I can't get the bomb shot. Okay, he does need to this is nothing good. No, it's certainly not. Okay, so he needs to spawn some enemies. That's totally rich. I was like, is this one of the collaborations? No. There's good stuff on the remix, the Fez remix thing. I don't think I can play that though. Maybe I can. I don't know, when there's like a ton of artists involved, I'm a little less. Even if it is like Rich and Phil's and Renault's. Which bone is the jaw? Skull, base, jaw. That's funny. Crap. Okay, 22. Originally it was closed, which just didn't seem as scary. And maybe when he spawns, it opens up to okay, I need a jaw reference. I'll put a second after that. We'll get old rotation, old X for jaw transform rotation. X is what we were changing. I guess I can just rotate it an amount and back. So 40. One, two, three. I'll hold it for 3 seconds and then go back. This birthday track was commissioned by me. And he put it on an album. I think I paid $600 for it. I don't know. I forget. It's very expensive. It's for Ashley Smith. I forget where she was working at the time. She works at GitHub now. So jaw comes up and then fades out. Okay, we can do that. So this is where to do spawn, but we can see what it looks like with the jaw and all that. That works. Maybe for like 6 seconds, and he spawns an enemy. I don't know. Spawn prefab. Yeah, so like 1 second. spawn relative to the jaw position. Like, down 5, forward 5. We'll see how that looks. So the jaw position plus this offset. One, 2, 3, 4 seconds. Kind of grouping these into these I'm not sure this needs to be off, but whatever. I guess we can group these with the last. Kind of worked. Let's see it again, I guess. Huh. On the first one. Kind of miss the sound he used to make. And plus plus the ambient, this like noise in the background is kind of just going to be, yeah, let me try turning his, it doesn't go through the effects. Let's see what happens. This is the only time I actually appreciate the Doppler effect. And then shoot him. I think it would be like you have to shoot a spot under the back of the skull. So you actually want him to charge you. Oof. It's like two come at once or something. Anyway, so that's a step forward. Spawn some enemies. Find a new location. We can do that. Child count. Car. Okay, waypoints. Transform. Get. Nope. Child. Nope. Child. Get child. IDX. Transform position. Okay, we don't have any of this anymore. Which is kind of great. Update code kind of sucks. Random waypoint. Transform position equals random waypoint. Perfect. He got me. Oh, I'm looking the wrong way. Like slightly up. I think we could bring him in a little closer. Waypoints. Let's do random between 1 and 3. Maybe these don't go as far. And maybe this is a 2-second. And I also wanted to make this less of a pitch shift. And, oh yeah, look at. Come on, put this in, I'll just like have it refocus on the player at each of these. Even if this doesn't matter too much. Do I want more time between these? Almost like this. bunch of little changes. Maybe I don't want him to change the location immediately. Yeah, have it actually just lerp so you can kind of hear this by the sound where he's going. Also, why are they kind of spawning off to the side? Probably because my offset is absolute. Right? That's probably why. I should probably just make a game object that's like the spawn point and put it under the mouth. I don't die anymore because I took off that other collider. I wonder if this collider is enough. It does look down. Yeah, and so like his like top mouth would hit me. Oops. I just killed my chat. I have to go to Twitch. God, I hate that website. Because then I get to see that there's no viewers. Perfect. Okay, that was a mistake. What's next? Do I want to lerp? Relocate with a lerp? I just deleted the code that I guess I still have it. So what do I need for all of this? What's the charge speed? 50. This would go in a loop. And then this would be distance covered. Oh, I need journey distance? Shit. Not sure if this will work. I mean, obviously it should, but you never know. So that'll relocate via with a sound. What else was I gonna do? Oh yeah, make a bone. Make a bone for spawning. Actually, something like this. Right there. Yep. Oh, I need a reference. Screw this offset. We'll just say spawner. And why not? I think these don't need to be as long. And even the delay between the charge could be shorter. Oh, we're gonna bring in those points. We'll try that. Wow! Yeah, it hasn't been a sign, that's true. What else did I want to change? Maybe... No, that's fine. And then boom! Oh, just kidding. Oh, it kind of worked. Oh, shit. If feel like those should probably be randomized because otherwise it's pretty easy to just shoot them all. Oh, maybe he like moves in a circle? Oop. He'll be around. It's not close enough. That's funny. The sound really helps you figure out where he's going. Shit. That was weird. Oh shit. Where did you come from? No health. Feeling very vulnerable. Oof. Probably make sure his collider's off when he's moving. If that's used to detect when you're when he hits you, you don't want him to run into you on his way. Let's see, what was that on? He has the renderer. So like get component mesh collider enabled false, and then enable it when you're there. Actually, it should be disabled as soon as they start fading out and enabled once faded in. Yeah. What button did I hit? Fuck. Get out of here. This is like some setup stuff. Fades out. Why wait? Just kind of speed things up here. This is a duplicate speed thing, but whatever. Well, actually this would of course be 0. Trying to think how to randomize the enemy thing. I just have them move back and forth while it's spawning. Move back and forth. Just picking 2 points to the left and right of it. Then lerping. Picks the 2 positions before going back and forth. I guess would it go? Oh, that's cool. I could start the coroutine and then just cancel it at the end, so it can just loop. Interesting. And then I can test that for the boss routine, coroutine. Okay. So like, I guess I should start it. Sway, it's not swaying, it's strafing, I guess. So I need the left position, which would be transform position plus transform right times ten. That would be right. And then the same thing here, but -10. And then isn't there a Unity math thing that I could use? Ping pongs the value t so that it is never larger than length and never smaller than 0. Something like this. So it's never larger than length, never smaller than 0. So that'd be 1. Then what's t? T is time. Yes. So start position would be I want it to be at 50% though. Ping pong. How can I use ping pong but have it start at 0.5? I guess I'll figure out how exactly it works after watching it behave. This is, I don't actually, how does this ping pong transform position update? Like how fast does this ping pong though? Unity ping pong speed. Oh boy. Oh, that would be, so I'd multiply. That's the speed. Okay. I guess I'll just leave it there and then try and mess with the speed later. So for strafe, start coroutine, strafe loop. Okay, this is gonna be crazy. funny, it kind of works. Yeah, it does. He does jump when he starts. So oh man. The only thing I can think of is to have him initially lerp to the left. Let me look at it again. It's all based on feel. Also, what the hell is that all about? It's been doing that. What is that? Is it moving? No, it's just starting out visible. It needs to start out not visible. What else? It's actually not jumping like I thought it was. Just starts moving right where he is. Yeah. Okay, that time it didn't. So that jumped. So it is jumping, like, based on the value of time, it might happen to be in the middle, but it might not. Ugh. Okay. I guess I could find an offset. Yeah, the initial. So when this starts, whatever the initial value is, and then wait. That'll offset the ping pong output value, but I actually want to change the time. So how do I get the offset for time? I don't exactly know how it's using t. I guess it's doing a modulo length type of thing. Okay, I'm gonna try something weird. Okay, the percentage offset. If I do 0.5 and the current ping pong value is 0.25, then be 0.25. Then I would want to .25. That would be an offset, but that's not a percentage. Difference. but then I could do 25. I don't know if this is gonna work, but divided by 0.5, and then multiply this by that. I don't know, because although with modulo, it might be like double that or something because it's going back and forth. Couldn't tell. Seemed to be roughly the center. Again, roughly center. Well, it's definitely not fixing it, like it's still off. So it's probably, my idea is just stupid. Oh, it's changing. Because that's normally what you do to change the speed. Fuck. I guess I'll just do the thing where we lerp. Do an initial lerp loop. That equals left. Then lerp from start position to the left. Can't I just do time? Is there like a version of ping pong that's just like yeah, kind of like But does it start with 0? That's the thing. I mean, yeah, I guess I could just do a progress 0, progress, and just do progress equals progress plus your 0.1 or something. Right? This coroutine stuff's pretty dope. Okay. I don't think it went back and forth though, did it? I didn't see it. It went to one side. So I should actually do while progress is less than 1. Probably charge a little faster. Okay, so the interesting thing is time is still picking a random place. So once he goes to the left, then he jumps somewhere else. Or could it in that time? See? So I should use progress in the other one as well. If I do that, I can just directly control I think. pretty sure. Okay, let's try it without it and see how it goes. Well, it's pretty fast. It seems pretty smooth, though. Let me try doing time delta time. Let's see how this feels. Yeah, this totally fixes that. I have control over the ping pong initial value. Something you'd have to know that it's doing like a modulo type of thing in here. Probably based on that repeat. What else? Yeah, let's try this. It should be slower. Might be too slow. Too slow. Okay, too slow. I mean, doing... Let's try two, just to see this. One is just... So I'm gonna say like 1.5. Also gonna boost the charges. Oh, I guess I could have put this in a loop too. I mean, might as well, right? On charge speed. Let's bump it up to 80. Oh shit, that's scary. I almost want them to randomly charge again afterwards. Maybe they can do that on FHP. if he's on his last one. I think that's too fast. It seems kind of... I don't know. This is sort of like a more manic version now that he's charging faster. So maybe that's fine. I'm used to him being this slow lumbering thing. Okay, what happens if I just go into the forest? I get to deal with these when he spawns them. That's kind of cool. Then he's gonna come back in his ooh, yeah, that's kind of scary. Like, instead of doing like a complicated mode I thought I'd have where he like chases you when you're in the forest, here if he just does exactly what he was doing before, it actually works out pretty scary. And then the downside is you're not necessarily dodging him the right way. Interesting. Trying to like go to a corner and see how like safe I could be. Is the corner? All right. Come on, get me. I guess what I could do is just kind of leave the pattern as is, but if you're out in the forest, he'll do more than 3. Or I don't know, maybe he does need to like keep charging you when you're out in the forest. Oh god, then he spawned all of these guys. Yes. Or actually, what I could do is if you're in the forest, he doesn't spawn by the waypoints, he spawns nearby. I think that would probably do the trick. I like how he like looks in a particular direction and then he actually charges you straight on. Kind of little throwing you off a little. They do have, oh no, it's the explosion that has the light. Maybe he shouldn't instantly kill you because that'd be kind of confusing. That way you could get a sense of the danger. And I can just make him really hard to dodge. Man, that Doppler effect is, I'm really milking it. I can use it instead of like a dodge sound, or a charge sound rather, because it just sort of like does its thing. Okay, it's kind of enough. Maybe playtesting for now. What were my notes? So to do somewhere in here, relocate near player if in the forest. What else? Okay, we need to do the fuck? I don't care. Why are you telling me this? Just leave me alone. I don't care. Get out of here. I hate this thing. Just close you. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll let you look at this creepy wireframe. I don't know. Shit. One second. already 3. Jesus. All right, well, so I want to wrap this guy up. Oh, I closed it. Do the trees. What kind of colliders do they have? A mesh collider. Okay. I want to make him, let's see, hurt me. On hit. Okay, I actually use this for both. Or do I? Okay, a little enemy doesn't have one of those. Is it player? On damage, where does that happen? Ah. It's not even based on a Okay, oh, I could do something like this. And the on hit of the little enemy creates an explosion. Hmm. Explosion prefab. Right on the player. Player hit. Player hit explosion. Player hit explosion, and then I need to set it to bomb shot explosion. I'll do little enemy explosion for now. This also has sound. Doesn't play it though. Get component audio source. Just play it. But this should only happen once. So like a hit delay. Ugh. Last player hit is time.time, and we want to make sure that time.time is greater than last player hit plus 1. So now he should hurt me like the little enemies. I guess I didn't finish that. Player hit explosion, little enemy explosion. Trying a bigger one later. No sound? Why isn't there sound playing though? Oh, it has no clip. Oh man. Oh, I got rid of the explosion sound stuff, huh? Okay, well. Now it can have a clip. Oof. Got me. To fix that. Too easily getting out of its way, I think. See, that should have hit me. Oh shit. Okay, so it works. I just need a little bit more. Like 4 maybe. Dodged. Okay. Needs to be more. Let's try 6. And let's speed up this fade in. And just keep up the pace. Seemed like a valid dodge. Seemed like a valid hit. Oof. Valid. Okay, that seemed valid. Charge could probably be faster, or just make a couple of things easier. That feels like it could have hit me, but oh shit. Yeah, it's like if you're not keeping track of it. Maybe a little faster. Oof. It's definitely a little harder, scarier to get away from those dodges. Oh shit, did it? Oh, fuck. It's a little harder, but it seemed like the mesh collider was still enabled. It seemed like it hit me while I was... I guess we get test. Oh, it's turned off. Shit. That would have been it. Oh, I guess I can do that thing where the fewer hit points he goes, the faster he goes. That could be fun. Oof. How should I make him respond to being shot? You can play a sound. I can also do that effect. Well, I'm gonna put guess a kind of sphere on him. But black maybe 5 big. Just put it like right in here. Oh, and it has a sphere collider. Perfect. Trigger. Boss. What would we call this? Weak point. On trigger, enter. Collider. If we need to test if it's an arrow, I guess. Bullet. Of collider. Game object, layer mask, name to layer, bullet, pretty big. See, it hit me. God damn it. Oh no. Can I hit that thing? Nope. Oh, that should have been a hit. Ah. Nope. What am I missing? Why is that? Maybe it needs to be bigger. I just need a positive here. It would also be great if I didn't have to hide it. What would you call this? Hit spot? I guess let me try and do one thing at a time. Try and get it to... Give you a little bit more time. See if this is actually working. Hit. I guess that was a hit. That was a hit. That was a hit. So it is working now. Oof. Gotcha. Game object. It's not a hit point. It's like the whatever, weak point. Maybe it should just be black. I think I also just care about its mesh renderer, so weak point renderer. While that's loading, I will fade out weak point renderer. Weak point renderer. Really, though, I do want to enable the whole thing because it's got a collider and all that. Fuck. Okay, go back. Yeah, well, whatever. Happy. I guess I want awake to just hide everything. You can do it. Okay, and then also I need to know. You know, this is a great. I can give it a tag, right? Does it have a? Doesn't have a tag, so I could give it a tag. Bomb arrow. But it doesn't have it. But if I shoot it, instantiate, this could help a lot. Bullet game object tag equals bomb arrow. So if layers bullet and collider tag equals bomb arrow, then it's a hit. Nope. This should be a bomb arrow. Oh, it didn't. Maybe it didn't save. Because that is a fucking direct hit. Did I not save bow? What the hell? I guess I have to do that. Maybe I have to do this first. Or maybe it's game object. And it's bomb arrow, right? Bomb arrow. Hit. Ah. 1, 2. No. Ah. 1, 2, 3. Hit. Boom. You win. I guess I can put all that logic in here, like public int hits, and I just go hits, and then 1, 2, 3 if hits is greater than or equal to 3. Do something crazy. Here's game end. Where's win? in. Can you do a particle system that spawns? Like use it as a spawner? Particles. I want to go into like a particle thing that I have, but not change it. Subemitters. Force. Render. Lights. Subemitter. Triggers. Noise. I guess it's probably not possible. Yeah, I know. I just want to spawn other particle systems. Yeah, what does this do? I don't think this works. Well, this should get me a win condition, I guess, and that's the goal for now, so let's try it out. God damn it. That would not be good enough. Win. Okay, it's a shitty win, but it's a win condition. I'm going to try and play the game all the way through. And see how that goes. And then if I win, then I can take a break. Can they get the keys? No, shit. Oh man, I thought that was that one. Hey boys. God damn it. Okay, so this was the hard one. That's good. Ooh. Maybe I want that? No, I don't want that. I want health. Really, I do. Ooh. Next. I think I want health. Ah. Oh, perfect. One more. If I survive. Fuck. Outrun them. Kate is activated. Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. Okay. Are they coming? Here we go. There is a chance that it can get too close. Oh shit. Gotcha. Gotcha. I think. Oof. Damn it. Now it's all thrown off. God damn it. 1, 2, 3. Cool, I win. So that's it. I played the whole game. I have a functional game. It's not great, and it could be refined quite a bit. Oh, and I was going to email Stevie. Okay, I can make him a build. And I'll take a break. And then I'll come back and stream more. Working on the other stuff. So, cool. Bye. See ya.